Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Lights 59. 6-6. Pull it high. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Undercrouch. SOS. Slam. Check. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I almost see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hey, dude. 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike's 50.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. General West.
Here's Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
91. Crunch.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready, 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And caught by Henry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Switch, 61, matchbox, light.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, that's taken in by Callaway. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Ready? White 25.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
3 down, 3 down. Watch the Simon. Green, cover me.
Watch the ship.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 down.
Toss play to Spiller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We got 3, 3 down, 3 down. Delta.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
3rd and less than a yard.
We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Watch the run. This side, baby, that's baby.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Easy. Orbit. Banjo.
On third down, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
4 down. Even. Green, triple team. Let's go.
Now Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Ready. Blue lady.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go set. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Speed grip.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
59. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Bravo.
Mike, check. 59.
5.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey.
He'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
15 line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jameis to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Single.
Follow. Heavy. Just keep bringing it. Lay in there. Let's go.
From the 24, Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
White.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flip it.
Move. 4 down. Alert.
Throwing, Winston. Flushed out right. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Watch safety creeping.
This is Spiller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Easy. 3 down.
Green, triple C.
Oh, Trot. He's coming. We got double up.
Easy. Hey.
They run with Spiller. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Tommy.
Here's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a toss to Spiller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Hey, Haywood.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now it's Breida. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, hey, hey. You got 3, 3 down, 3 down.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Winston now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Spiller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go. Let's go.
Winston now. He's got it. It's Spiller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Winston finding room to the 20. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Winston. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fair catch. And it is 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
36. Check.
Look, squeeze. Get ready.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Spiller. And he'll lose yardage on the play. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Ready, blue ready, flip it, flip it, flip it.
What's tight? Move, move. What's tight? Tight end.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. First down, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, even.
To try again after the sack. Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First down at the 31-yard line.
Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come off the ball. Check 13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Set, ready, 30 base.
50, Mike's 50.
Right here.
Check 31, check 30.
6-6, pull it high.
Slam. He's checking. Crack.
Hey, high step, let's go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready, blue ready.
What's tight end? 3 down.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. PAT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
You got 4. You got 4.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and really, it looked at times